All right, good morning, everybody. This is another day to get as much South Florida Uber driver. I'm local just because you never really know where I'll be in the next couple of days, months, years. As y'all know, I primarily work the South Florida market. In today's video, I'm back up in Orlando, man. I'm back up here. At least for the off season, this is. I've been making it. The offers are not that great. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna set you up for failure, like a lot of people will. The offers are horrible. But I'm taking that for me. The way that I make it work, I'm gonna tell you my secret. Y'all want to know my secret? I'm gonna tell you up front. If you come into the Orlando market, you gotta just accept that it's gonna be a long pickup time. Now, what do I mean by that? The pickup times are crazy up here, between 15 and 20 minutes. So you may get a $7 ride, but you're gonna have a 15 to 20-minute pickup. Like, I'm picking them up, and then the ride will also take 20, 30, 40 minutes. So it's horrible in the sense of, if you're doing your numbers right, you really not getting. It's just tough because you doing basically two trips in one, especially if it's $7, $10, $15, something like that. You're basically on two trips in one up here. Now I'm not used to that because I'm from down south in Miami, where you can get $1 per mile. You could get, you could get some fairly good offers. But I am making it work up here. So, I mean, the money, my longer rides are up here. I know a lot of people feel like you get scammed on long rides, and that's true. It is very true. You just got to find the right ones. As with everything, you got to find the right ones. So, real quick, I always give you guys my strategy. I'm nobody special. My strategy is very simple. I want to get paid. So if it's a 15-minute ride, I want to divide that by two. I guess I shouldn't say 15. That's what, seven and a half. But we just gonna say $8. If it's a $20 ride, I want to pay $10. If it's a 30-minute ride, I want to be paid $15. Whatever the ride is gonna take, I just divide it by two. It's simple. That way I can do the math real quick in my head. I don't really have to think about it. Because y'all know how these Uber requests come. They come so quick. Y'all know how Trip Radar is. Trip Radar doesn't play. Trip Radar comes so quick, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Do you miss out on the ride because you can't calculate? Because you can't do math? Or do you try to take good rides, and do you try to calculate your rides and try to make sure that you're getting a good amount for your rides? I take the latter. I'm going to try to calculate my rides. Now, again, if you don't know, you can use other resources on your Uber app. Maybe if I start making videos again, instead of just doing live streams, I'll put a video out. There's already been chatter about it. You already have GigU. If you don't know, GigU is for Android devices only. Because Android doesn't, when I say Android, I'm talking about the Galaxies, I'm talking about the Samsungs, because Android doesn't have the restrictions that iPhone users have. Now, those restrictions also make iPhone users somewhat safer. Somewhat, again, safety is kind of like benign at this point, just because if I want to hack you, I can hack you regardless of what phone you have. Um, but it's more likely because of the less restrictions that on an Android device I can hack you, if that makes sense. More likely. Not saying that it will, won't. They both suck in terms of security. So, but yeah, GigU is absolutely available for Android devices. It does the same thing that I'm telling you to do, except it's quicker because it's an algorithm. So yeah, I try to take the best rides. Uh, there may be 15 rides that come in. 14 of them may be horrible dollar per mile, horrible hourly, horrible horrible pickup times, yada yada yada. But that one ride that's kind of sort of decent, that's what I take. And that's how I've been making my money up here, doing my thing. Again, I'm not setting you up for failure because it's going to be 15, and I know a lot of you guys care about your acceptance rate. So Orlando is not the greatest market. I would recommend down south. Well, down south, it's very saturated. So you got to pick your poison. Do you want to go where everybody is, or do you want to just try to find the better offers? You want to be a gold miner, a sifter. But good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up? It's a beautiful day outside. I haven't said that yet. I'm sorry. Good morning. Good morning. I hope all is well with you. I hope you guys are doing okay. I've just been rambling, so I'm sorry. Y'all forgive me. I have a little bit of coffee, so you got to forgive me. I'm a little amped up. But what's up? What's up? Good morning. Thank you guys for stopping by the stream. Ryan, what's up, brother? Hey, Ryan just stopped by. Let's go. Ryan, typical. As soon as I go live, I always get a phone call. Some phone calls. It's typical, right? Every time you see my camera freeze, it is not because I froze. It's because I'm getting a phone call or I'm checking my phone because y'all know I got the Uber app running. So forgive me. It is what it is. But Ryan the GOAT, he's up 110 right now. Let's go. Let's get this money. Hey, man, I'm trying to get like you. Ryan, I'm only up. So I did one ride and I'm up $72. I think it was a $20 tip. I gotta look at it, but I think he gave me a $20 tip. So hey, listen, I'm trying to get like you, bro. I'm trying. I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but that's what's up. Shout out to Ryan the GOAT. Hey man, you gotta salute that. 110? Let's go. Let's go, bro. Hey, see, I keep telling y'all, it's money out here. Different markets, money is to be made. I'm up here in Central Florida. Everybody says Florida is the worst market, but it's still money to be made. Now, if I cared about my acceptance rate, I'm gonna have to take those rides. I'm gonna be doing a little bit more mileage. But hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. That doesn't mean that there's no money to be made. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just gotta deal with the acceptance rate. But I don't care about my acceptance rate. My acceptance rate is probably 2% up here. I don't know. I'll look at it as soon as I get a chance to pull over, which is coming soon because I know y'all be talking trash. It's illegal and this, that, and the third. How do you think YouTube content, at least on the blogger side, started? There's a bunch of people that do it, way bigger channels than mine, and if they ain't got pop, I don't think I'm gonna get pop. But if I do get pop, it is what it is. Hopefully, you got some motivation in between the time. In between time, I forget what that saying was. Time in between time, in between time, in between time. I don't know. I can't think of that saying now. It's like that every time I get on live, I can't think of some type of saying. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. Maybe I feel good because my birthday was a couple days ago. I'm just a little bit older. Yeah, y'all can see it. The gray hairs are coming in. Yeah, I'm getting just a little bit older. Yeah, a little bit older. I've been out here just a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? But it's another year of life for me. So the older and older you get, I can tell you the more and more it matters. Your family members that are still around, they matter more. So this is why I always tell you guys in my live streams, please, 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 please. I know I'm nobody, but you know somebody. You got a loved one, someone like that. Please just tell them you love them. It ain't got to be a reason. Just, hey, listen, dog. Hey, if it's your uncle, your grandma, grandpa, hey, I just wanted to tell you I love you. That's it. That's it. I always tell you guys that because the older and older I get, the less and less family that I have. It's unfortunate. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but hey, it happens. Life goes on, and that's why, as you get older, you're supposed to be creating your own family because, those superheroes that you had growing up, they're going, it's their time to leave. They did a good job, and now it's time. They start to get to that point where either you're gonna have to take care of them or their time to go. So, not to make this morbid, I'm sorry. I know. You guys come here for the money. You come here for the money. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that no more. I need to. My lotion is in the back, so y'all just gonna have to judge me. But good morning. So, like I said, I'm not like the goat. Ryan the goat. So, I mean, I hope you guys are making money. Again, strategy is simple. I don't care about my acceptance rate because the acceptance rate doesn't matter to me. Um, I can still make money. Again, that's because I'm doing ride share. Now, if I was doing food delivery, hey, listen, hey, from what I hear, hey, food delivery, y'all got some other things going on. I can't talk about food delivery no more. That's what I learned. I learned that watching other people's videos. I cannot talk about food delivery no more because yeah, your acceptance rate matters. It definitely matters. But you know, eh, you live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. So hold on, guys. I already know what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna be like, he's frozen. So I gotta check my phone because I don't know what a lot. I'm supposed to be pulling into a lot. Let me check my phone. I am not going anywhere, but because I'm gonna get off the screen, it's gonna freeze. It's gonna look like I'm freezing. So give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. I explain this every single time, and then watch. Somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, he's frozen. He's frozen." I gotta check this line. Hold on. Did anybody miss me? Trolling me in the comments. Did anybody miss me? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm back. I'm back. See, I wasn't frozen. I told you I wasn't gonna be frozen, but I know y'all don't listen anyway. So I am back. Uh, I had to find this lot, which doesn't seem like a lot. Oh, okay, this is a lot. See, I ain't never been here before, so this is interesting. Mm. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Um, yeah, I guess this is a lot. Wait, hold on. You know what? That sun is. You know what? Nah, I ain't gonna do it that way. I'm gonna do it this way. That sun is crazy. All right. Yeah, Then again, you know what? I'm gonna be like everybody else. I'm gonna do some. Nah, that sun is hot. That sun is hot. Yeah, let me go find. I'm gonna find me a parking spot right on over here. Cause that sun is crazy. Right by the sign that say no parking. Ah, hey, if I get a ticket, I'm just gonna be like, officer, I didn't know. I didn't know. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. My bad. So let me check out the messages. X Shook. X, what's up, bro? What's up? What's up? I ran in the house. Mirabelle says hello. Connie, what's up, Connie? Oh man, Connie, I was just talking trash about delivery people. I'm sorry. Don't beat me up. I don't need those problems in my life. Please forgive me. I did not say nothing. I didn't say anything about delivery people, Cuddy. I don't know who that was that was talking a couple minutes ago. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I don't know who was talking about that. But yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is a beautiful day out here. Um, yeah. Let's see. So like I said, this is a beautiful day. I am up $72 so far. I had one good ride. The ride gave me a $20 tip. So this is kind of feeling like back home. Kind of feeling back home. Although back home that probably would have been a $30 tip. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Back home it would have been a $30 tip. But beggars can't be choosers. I'm not gonna complain about $10. A good tip is a good tip. I'm not gonna complain about $10. I appreciate it. I appreciate it nevertheless. And that would be a jerk move to complain about $10, right? Like that. What? $10, bro? He gave me 20. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what I mean. Now as our market starts to get a little, now I don't know. I see these types of trips and I filter for these types of trips. But again, I don't care about my acceptance rate. I have told y'all that. I have told y'all that over and over again. For me, I don't see the advantage in being advantage mode. There is no real advantage for me. If they told me that if you in advantage mode, you get bumped to the top of the queue for if you ride into the airport, guess what I would be? Advantage mode. If they told me, hey, you get the, I don't know, like when advantage mode first started, you used to get priority over trip radar. That's what they said, and you realistically did. When there was a trip radar, you would get the priority. It was like I always got the trip radars that I clicked on. Then it became what it is now, where you don't get any trip radars when you're in advantage mode, and all of the offers suck. So it's like, what? This is crazy. Uh, yeah, like if there was a real benefit, yeah, they say the 5% extra, but that ain't really no big benefit. It ain't that much. It's all good. If that was a real benefit to be in advantage mode, I would be advantage mode. I would absolutely be advantage mode. But of course, Uber doesn't care about us benefiting. They benefit. The benefit for them is who's going to take the crappy offers. You're going to take the crappy offer because you're advantage mode because you care about your acceptance rate. When I decline a $2, $3 ride, you're going to get it. And you're going to say, mm, mm, I got to take that ride. I got to take that ride because yada, yada, yada. Because I need my acceptance rate at a certain point. You're going to take that ride. I'm not. Now, I'm not talking trash. We all been there. We all been there. I take rides that I don't necessarily feel like are great. I can admit that, I do take rides that I don't feel like are great. So I'm talking trash, but I'm also I do take rides that I don't feel like are great. I can't tell you that, but I try not to. I definitely try not to take as much. There are rides where they get me. Like I said, like this ride is turned into $70. There are rides where I take these types of rides and it's higher mileage. So it might be 60 miles for $50, 70 miles for $50. Again, I do take some bad rides. It's okay. It's okay to take bad rides every now and then, but you don't make it a habit. That is the key point. So, like I was saying, I am from down South Florida, Miami, Florida to be exact. And down south, right now, is still our off season. Although we're coming out of it, although kids are going back to school, it's exciting. Everybody's going back to school right now. This is an exciting time. You got kids going back to school, and when I say kids, I'm more so talking about the younger side. College kids are going back to school. That's the older side. College students are going back to school because I know when I was a college student, I was like, I ain't no kid. Who you calling a kid? I would have fought you on the spot if you called me a kid. So I respect it. College students are going back to college. So that is a big chunk of our market. So down here in Florida, we don't really have any industries. I always talk about this, but I always try to be very, very simple. When you think of New York, you can think of the financial market, you can think of the fashion market. Uh, yeah, you think of a lot of different things. You also think about tourism. When you think of, let's say, California. You think of the tech market because we all know that all of the tech companies are there. That's a big industry. You know what I'm saying? Like you think of Hollywood, where entertainers are, celebrities are. You think of more than just tourism. Do they have tourism? Yes. But you think of those things. Oh, I want to go walk on the Hollywood Walk of Star. Oh, I want to go over here. I want to see, Google. I want to see Apple. You think of those types of things. When you think about Florida, what do you think about? South Beach or Disney World? That's it. You don't think about nothing else because we don't have nothing else. All we have is tourism. Our biggest industry is tourism. So, this is the difference between the off season and the busy season. Tourists. Tourists don't really come. They haven't really been coming these last couple months. Now that it's almost September. Now that it's almost October, tourists are gonna start back coming. And when the tourists come, now the money flows. Now the money flows. That's when you're gonna see me back home. You're gonna definitely see me back home then. So I am enjoying myself. Uh, Definitely enjoying myself. I've been saying I was going to Texas. I've been saying I was going to Carolina. I mean, I have the plan to go, but I'm not gonna lie. Like since I started finding my rides here, um, there's really no need. There's really no need. So yeah, I've just been enjoying myself because this is an enjoyable market. An enjoyable market. It is definitely an enjoyable market for me. Like I said, don't come to Orlando thinking that you're gonna make $1 million. I'm sorry, not rideshare, not rideshare. You make $1 million, you make $1 million. That's on you. But rideshare rides, it's gonna be tough. You have what I'm learning the difference between Orlando and down south. Down south, you can expect $1 per mile. That's the gold standard, and everybody likes. I want $1 per mile. So if it's paying me $12, the ride is only going 12 miles. That's the gold standard. That's what everybody likes. I never really cared about that, but because obviously I'm in rental vehicles, I don't care about mileage. I just want to make my money. And so if it's paying me $12, that's better for me than paying me $3. Like that's how I looked at it. But y'all don't mind me. uh, the gold standard for most rideshare drivers is I want $1 per mile. Down south, You can expect that just because of the way that our market is. Now, obviously, there's a million drivers, a million plus drivers. So you got to duke it out. You got to duke it out. Now, I'm not saying that if you see another Uber driver, you should go walk over and flatten his tire, but I am saying that you go duke it out. I mean, realistically, to at this point in time, when it's the off season, you just gotta find the areas and the parts where everybody else isn't. You just gotta work. That's it. I mean, there's no real strategy for off season. No real strategy because everybody's looking for the same rides. Hopefully you get it. Hopefully you know what I'm saying. Hopefully you beat out the other person. That's just how it is. That's how it works during the off season. Now, in a couple more weeks, a couple more months, we're gonna be in busy season. When we in busy season, the strategy is you need to make as much money as you can because obviously busy season is only but so long. That's the strategy. Make it last. So this is where a lot of people get caught up at. You know, we have our busy season and you take your foot off the gas. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I was chilling most of the day. I was chilling because I could do two rides and make $200. I was chilling, maybe like 160, 170, whatever. But that's still close to $200. I mean, I ain't tripping over $30. I did last year. I definitely took took my time. I took some, took some time out. Definitely, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But it's okay. We all do it. But you gotta remember, it's only for a small portion of time. When busy season hits, you gotta squeeze it out of all of the money that you can. So honestly, busy season for the 4 or 5, 6, 7 months should be like, 8 to 10K months. Plus, you should be close to 70K, 60, 70K after those months as a driver because you're preparing yourself for the slower months. And in these types of months, you just chilling. You just chilling. You just chilling. And that's the beautiful thing. You can chill these types of months. And the beautiful thing is that's kind of what I did. So I'm living off of my savings right now, which is beautiful. And it's okay because I know are we coming right back to the busy months, coming right back. And then I got to re-up my savings, re-up everything, re-get everything situated. But down south, it's $1 per mile. You can expect $1 per mile, especially if you got the right type of vehicle. That's where the vehicles play a part, whatever. Or you just grind it. You grind. Regardless of the vehicle, you really I really put in like 10 to 12 hours, 10 to 15 hours every day. Because I'm trying to make three, four, $500. That's what I'm trying to do. uh, yeah, bro. I don't know what you talking about. You gonna have to chill out with that type of stuff. You control me, but you can't do that type of stuff. I have no clue what you talking about. But yeah, man. Yeah. When it's this is the difference. So up here, I'm not seeing $1 per mile at all because every pickup is 15 to 20 minutes. It's crazy. 15 to 20 minutes. It may be a really good ride in the sense of $15 for 30 minutes, but it's the pickup that kills me up here. So when I'm, the way that I've been making my money outside of these nice unicorn rides, I mean, I've been filtering for these types of rides, but outside of these types of rides, It's more so about just, hey, suck it up. You gotta, I mean, if you work up here, then you just accept that it's gonna be a long pickup. That's it. So okay, and I kind of do that when it's traffic. I kind of do that when it's rush hour. I kind of do that when it's an event. So you try to find the highest paying ride so that it's kind of sort of worth it. It ain't really worth it, but it's kind of sort of worth it. That's the difference between up here and down there. Down there, you just fighting for the scraps because everybody's looking for the same ride. So it's like, who's gonna be quicker? Who's gonna be in a better spot? Who has the better internet? Who has the better? I don't know. Who has the better car? Like that. It's a competition. Up here, it's like, who could eat this pickup time? Who could eat this pickup time better? You know what I'm saying? Who could eat this pickup time? Because if it's 15, 20 minutes for $7, 15, 20 minutes to pick up somebody for $3, yeah, that's gonna hurt. I drove 30 minutes to get you so you could go down the street. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. And I did it. I did it. I did it. I was hot. I wasn't hot with the passenger, but I was just like, why? Why? Because when I first got up here, I thought that if you have a better acceptance rate, you would get better offers. Because, I'm seeing these long pickup times, so I'm like, all right, let me get my acceptance rate up so that I can, get the better offers. My offers still sucked. It just said advantage mode. And then it said, the little 0.5 or 5% added. It still sucked. It still sucked. So yeah, man. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, good morning. Good morning. I hope all is well. I hope you guys are doing good. As I always say, man, I hope the best is I hope the best is for you. I definitely hope the best is for you. Yeah, this is. I'm just kind of chilling it out. Um, yeah, I'm to definitely looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the busy season. I do have a series coming up. Obviously, I haven't been making videos, so I got like a couple videos that just got to come out. I'll probably work on that, in a couple minutes here. But like, yeah, I definitely have a series coming up because, as I told you guys, it's a lot. It's a lot of people that don't understand how to make money as a driver, in the sense of you don't need a special car. Obviously, I'm in a Tesla because this just is. I feel like this is one of the best vehicles. Still, um, maybe not the Model 3 as much as I love it. Maybe the Model Y is a better option. But, I still think it's one of the best vehicles, personally. And it definitely helps my strategy. Like right now, I'm chilling, I'm idling, and I don't have to worry about it doing any damage to my car because it's electric. Boogie woogie woogie. So, yeah, but I could do the numbers that I'm doing, I can do in a regular vehicle, in a Honda Civic, you know, a little putt putt, or I can do it in a black SUV. And the way it works is the better your vehicle is, the more money you should make. But, a lot of people don't see that. If I still had a little Honda Civic I should still be making $300-400 every day. Now, yes, I'm in a Tesla, so during the busy season, I could make $500-600 a day. 4 to 5. I say 4 to 5. 4 to 500. And then obviously, if you get in a black SUV, or a SUV type vehicle, that's where you start looking for 600, 700, 800. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like that. You're supposed to make that type of money. But, a lot of people don't understand how to do it. And it first starts with putting in the time. So I got a series coming up. I've been talking to the guys in the guys and girls. Well, I mean, I know that there's girls in the, nevertheless. I've been talking to the people. I've been talking to my peoples in the Telegram group, and yeah, we gonna make this happen. So September 1st, I was looking at getting an actual Tesla and stop renting, so that I can officially work other platform, yeah, so I can kind of officially work it that way. But man, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just get me a vehicle and just grind it out and make it happen that way. Cause it's exciting. It's exciting. This is the busy time, people. We're coming up on the busy time, at least here for Florida. Now I can't speak for everybody else, but I would assume that once kids be coming, that's money. That's money. That is money. I could assume that money is when kids are in school. Money. So, yeah. But that is what's on the horizon for the channel, for me. I'm definitely trying to get out of the state. We'll see. We'll see if I can make it. I'm definitely trying to get out of the state before they know. My bills won't let me get out of here just yet. So we shall see. But yeah, man. How's everything going with you all? Anybody got any questions, any comments, concerns? Like my teacher used to say, preguntas. I know that that's not right, but y'all know what I mean. Yeah. So yeah, man. I'm not getting any offers, so y'all already know I'm about to take off. This is not the place that I'm gonna sit. Definitely not gonna sit here. Because if I'm not getting no offers, that means it ain't no money here, or that it's a special time when the money come out. So it's all good. My car right now is saying that it's 107 degrees. Um, so it's all good. I ain't tripping. It's all good. It's all good. We gonna make it happen. See, this is what I mean. Gotta hustle. I am not trying to sit on a Saturday. Nah, buddy. I am not gonna just sit here, fall out of line, especially if I'm not getting offers. Gotta go hustle. Gotta go hustle. So guess where I'm going? I'm probably going to International Drive, honestly. What's today? I said it's a Sunday. Today is Saturday, right? Yep, Saturday. So I'm definitely going to International Drive, see what's going on, see what's popping over here, see if I can get something. My phone ain't ringing. When my phone ain't ringing, that's a problem. That means that I'm in an area where there ain't no money. My phone should be ringing. My bad. My phone should always be ringing. And that's what I mean. So when my phone ain't really ringing, then it gets me into desperation mode. And I'm not trying to be desperate. I don't need to be desperate, up here at least. Because there's offers, it's just the offers suck. So, you don't need to be desperate in an area where you're going to get offers. There's no need for desperation. But just that quick, I'm feeling desperate because I'm like, man, I need something to get up out of here. I need something to get up out of here. Like just that quick, I'm getting desperate. I'm feeling desperate. And it's like, no, serious. First of all. Second, let's go to a place. But see, when I first came up here last week or 2 weeks ago, I didn't really know all of these places. Now that I've been in the area a little bit longer, I'm not saying that I know everywhere here, but I'm starting to understand the area a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So because I understand the area just a little bit more, I understand where I can sit and wait for a bigger ride and where I cannot. So where I just was, that's not a good spot to wait. Not a good spot at all. See, now I'm getting offers again. I'm getting offers again. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I mean. I moved out of the area where I wasn't getting any. That's just criminal. So you want to know what I'm talking about? So that was a $4 offer, right? $4.34 to be exact. $4.34 for a minute pick. Who's gonna do that? Not me, said the squirrel. Not me. Because that's criminal. That's criminal. Like, why would I do that? Even if I was gonna say, like, man, I just need to take something. 11 minutes for $4? No, that's the pickup. So that's the pickup. So I pick them up. It takes me 11 minutes to pick them up, and then it's probably like another 20 minutes for the actual ride. That's 2 rides in one, and I'm only getting paid $4. No. Now you guys know my channel is never about complaining about the offers. It's always okay. Recognize real, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. That's just how it is. All right, cool. Sounds good. Let's keep it moving. But see, this is the biggest point that I try with everybody. You don't have to sit in the area that's only paying you $2 and $5 rides. You see what I'm doing? I'm moving. This is all you got to do. Hit the decline button and move. That's it. And I know, yeah, I get it. Some of y'all have places that you like to work at. Oh, this is my place, and I know I'm going to get money. Okay. So just hit the little X button and move on. There's no need to be, oh man, screw Uber. Uber's has it out for me. I'm gonna rage at Uber. I'm gonna tell the CEO he could suck mine, and he's this and he's. Bro, it's just hit the X and move on. Hit the X button and move on. Or you drive away from that area. That's it. That's it. We all get bad offers, whether you're advantage mode or you're in standard mode. Whether you have a high acceptance rate, you have a low acceptance rate like me. We all get bad offers. Move on. Why would you let an offer? This is the crazy thing. This is the craziest thing that I try. I'm just saying. Why would you let a random offer ruin your day? Uber sent me a $2.35 offer. I'm gonna pull out my hair. Why would you let that happen? Why would you let that happen? You got people that's dependent on you. $2. I get it. It's $2.35. But why would you let that ruin your day? Just move on. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's easy for me to say that. I get it. But just move on. Come on, man. See, now this part I hate. I hate this. Let me show y'all what's going on. Let me show y'all. When they blocking me in, I can't go around them. So I can't go around them. Now this guy's gonna slow down, and this guy or girl is driving super slow. I can't go around them. This is the annoying part. Y'all see, now this part, this sucks. This sucks because they both going slow. The speed limit is 70 miles an hour. Y'all want to know how fast we going? We going 62, 54, 50, 57, 62 to 57 miles an hour. See, this part I hate. Now, in order to get around them, I got to do some crazy stuff, and then I got to ride their bumper. Come on, man. Come on, can y'all let me by? See, to get around them, you got to do crazy stuff. All right, cool. Appreciate you. That's the annoying part. That part, now that sucks. That sucks for real. That's what is annoying. But again, you just move on. It sucks for the moment, and I guess that's what I'm saying. It sucks in the moment, but just move on. Oh man, my bad, Melvin. What's up, Melvin? Hey. Ride itself was 46 miles. It's taking me an hour and 10 minutes, I think. You guys think I took that? No, because that's a horrible ride. An hour of my time for $25? No. I mean, that's when you look at it like that, $25 an hour is decent, but that doesn't. I feel like I can get paid better. See, and this is the difference between a rideshare driver and an employee. An employee, your pay scale is set. Whatever you got signed up for is what you get paid, except for overtime. And we all know that overtime isn't just free and flowing. They don't just give overtime out because obviously they gotta pay you more. Don't nobody like to pay you more. If I'm running the business, I ain't trying to pay you more. I'm just being honest. Why would I want to pay you more? I want to pay you less so that I can keep money in my pocket. That's the way business works. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. As an employee, as the worker, they want to pay you as little as possible so that they can take the money that they could have been paying you and put it into something else. That's the way business works. Any business, Walmart, your local shops, whatever, they don't want to pay you all of the income. That's crazy. Why would they pay you all of the income? If they pay you as a worker, a cashier person, the stalker in the sense of you loading the products on the shelves. I don't know, the janitor, the maintenance people. If they pay you, the manager, if they pay you all of the money, obviously they can't afford to restock. They can't afford, to invest in other avenues. They can't afford to buy new products. You get what I'm saying? So the point is that every business wants to pay its workers less. That's a universal business thing. Universal. That's why overtime is not free flowing. If it was, they would have to pay you overtime. That overtime would be paid. You would hear people, majority of jobs, like, hey, listen, I worked 80 hours of overtime this week. You did what? Yeah, man, I worked 80 hours overtime. How? When? Why? Because it's free and flowing. But you don't have that option. Most people, if they work overtime, it's like 5 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours, maybe 20 hours. 20 hours is really pushing it of overtime. That's most jobs. At least so far in my little old life, it's about 20 hours that I've seen. And that was really at like that was at the warehouse jobs. 20 hours of overtime. Because overtime is time and a half. Don't no job want to pay you that type of money. Sorry. That's why they hire seasonal workers. That's the whole point of seasonal workers. Seasonal workers are there so that they ain't got to pay you. If your job hires seasonal workers, that should tell you something. The seasonal workers are there so that they ain't got to pay you overtime. So generally, you are paid what your salary is. So if you get locked in at $17 an hour, that's what you get paid. You get locked in at $25 an hour, that's what you get paid. Now the thing about an Uber driver is we are business owners. Whether you agree with me or not, we are. And so yes, I can make $25 an hour, but I can also make more. I can also make less. So, and that's about being smart. That's about being filtering your rides, being selective, yada yada yada. There's strategies and conversations that can be had. The point is, I can make as much as I want to make as an Uber driver. So that's why you got to be selective. That's why you got to be selective. So how am I making it in this market? Because I'm very selective. My acceptance rate is at 2% up here in Orlando. Orlando is not a good market. You got 15-minute pickups, $2 and $3 orders galore. It is not a good. It's not a good market. But I'm making it work. I'm making it work. So now Miami, down south, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, the areas that I normally work, those are not the greatest of markets. They're not the greatest of markets, but you can kind of sort of expect $1 per mile from most offers. You can kind of sort of expect $1 per mile. So what is the better market? Obviously, down south, it sounds like the better market. The problem is that there's 1,000,001 drivers already there. So you got to duke it out with the other drivers there. Again, that doesn't mean if you see an Uber driver flatten his tire, please don't do that, because that's crazy. And if you flatten my tire, I'm gonna flatten yours. We gonna have some real conversations. I'm gonna do more than flatten your tire, but we just gonna keep it at I'm gonna flatten your tire. Yeah, but down south, it is what it is. There's still money to be made in both markets. It's just you got different, I guess, challenges, different obstacles in you making $500-600 a day. So you got to navigate with the understanding of, hey, I got a lot of drivers here that want these same offers. You also have a lot of drivers that are willing to take those $2 and $3 offers. So the rates are not as great. So, it's kind of like you got to pick your poison, in other words. I know I say that a lot, but it just means like, which one do you want to deal with? Do you want to deal with 15-minute pickups, but the offer itself after the 15-minute pickup is decent? I mean, yeah, you had to go 15 minutes to pick them up, so that was one ride. But if you only to focus on the second part of the ride, yeah, that's a good ride, decent ride. Or do you say, hey, I want $1 per mile every ride, but I got to duke it out with 1,500 people and just in this little area? Yeah, you know, It depends. It depends. It definitely depends. So it kind of depends on you at that point. But yeah, so far, I'm loving this Orlando market. I'm back up here. I am loving it. Loving this market. I'm making it do what it do. As long as you are a hustler, as long as you get out here, you put in the hours, you gonna find a way. That is the ultimate answer. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna find a way. So yeah, with that being said, man, shout out to everybody that stopped by. Listen, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you. I love everybody that watches these videos, live streams. You guys come and interact with me. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, this is gonna do it for me. I am tired. I'm about to go over here and charge. So yeah, I'm gonna get me a little nappy nap in. like my homeboy DJ used to tell me, give me a little. I gotta talk to DJ. I keep saying I'm gonna call him. I need to reach out to DJ. Yeah. I'm gonna take me a little nappy nap because again, as a business owner, I can do that. Yeah, I could definitely do that. As a business owner in a Tesla, I could sleep. I could take a little nappy nap, put up my little tents all around the car, and take my little nappy nap. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But yeah, like I said, all is well. I hope all is well with you. I hope you are making money. I hope life is still going on for you. If you need anything, got any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. You're not a part of the Telegram group. You should be. You definitely should be because we still kicking. We still active. And we really about to get active because busy season is coming up. So we really about to turn up. Right now we done been kind of chilling, but busy season is about to come. So we really about to get active. So if you're not a part of a community, why not? Join it. But do talk. Do talk in the community because, it's a community. What sense does it make if you just gonna sit on the sidelines, right? That's crazy. That's crazy and that's weird. It's like, yeah, you're a creep. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm out of here, man. As you see, I'm just rambling. So, love you guys. Deuces.